it's all been played, but me personally, I have not seen Rocket Lance. I feel like I haven't seen Rocket Lance in a while. Anyway, getting right into this first match here, we're going right to Demon Island. Let's get into it.
Yeah, and there's that Rocket Lance coming right back out here. It's got so much range with it too. It shows a lot of its power in the range that it has, and you're seeing it really land by Serenity there into grab panel lands, but Tiger is still able to come back, even almost getting knocked out off that ledge. But you know, Serenity's having the momentum so far, but now going over that spear. Let's see, and Tiger's starting to really approach it too. He's doing very well with that sword against this range.
All right, so far not too bad. Just trying to jockey for position here as both of the players. Tiger's doing a pretty solid job, getting some strong hits here. Not going to be able to take out that first stock, but definitely got really close to it.
Yeah, that's a smart thing to be using from Tiger as well, which is the sword signature. That one doesn't have a lot of recovery frames on it, so it's a very quick attack, and you're going to be seeing Tiger being able to bounce off of that pretty quickly if it misses. You're seeing Tiger have the center control now. It has that bow. Serenity gets that spear side air against that read against Tiger. You're seeing Tiger, you know what, go off that ledge and try to mess around with some signatures a little bit. Tiger feels very comfortable so far, but Serenity does get that spear recovery to go ahead and take that advantage.
Yeah, Tiger definitely tried some tricky little plays there off the side of the stage. Almost worked out for him, but Serenity was definitely ready for it and was able to recover properly. Now here we go. Yep, get it. Wow, okay, I like that actually. Just like getting basically like a no impact landing there. Just to borrow terms from another game, but yeah, that was definitely kind of interesting. But either way, Serenity is going to be able to lose that first stock there. Tiger being able to answer back.
Yeah, and Tiger's relying a lot on that signature for a lot of different. He's been throwing it out a lot, not just for damage, but also for that knockout option. And I think if you're Tiger, I mean, you just got to figure out the damage build-up part now, right? Because the signature's landing, but Serenity's able to land that four-piece combo just like that on you. Okay, there we go. Serenity comes in with that fantastic double down light into recovery option. And, you know, we're used to seeing that side light down light into recovery option, but not off the ceiling of Demon Island like that.
And now it's just about getting back down to the stage. We do see Serenity get down here just briefly. All right, Tiger definitely doing a pretty solid job of keeping this pressure applied. Yep, some good damage there. Gets him right off stage. What's the follow-up here?
Crump out. He's willing to be that risky, and Serenity's going to go and punish him for with a double dare with spear, and Serenity just two-stock Tiger going into this game, and I think Tiger was just too confident when going off those ledges, and Serenity's got these punishes very well.
Yeah, no, you definitely hit it on the head there. Really confident. They were really feeling themselves twice now, actually, I feel like that. And then Serenity was just able to take these stocks. Like, you're definitely got to dial it back here a little bit. I always will appreciate aggression. I love that. Right, I love it when players, like, does not matter what's going on, they're like, I'm gonna press the button and I'm gonna do this thing that's not smart, but it's gonna feel good if I hit it. I love that. However, you need to dial it back just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah, I agree with that. And I think that this came down to, I mean, we've been seeing a lot of aggression tonight. It's been kind of countered. These players are throwing out these attacks that would have hit very much in a couple different frame options, but they're not large enough to really take that advantage. And we're seeing that going into these games as we go into the next game here between Tiger and Serenity. You know, same character again. Tiger's not swapping to another character. He's sticking very confident with that Koji pick. And that signature option as well, he's got to be careful because it does have recovery frame still, and I think Serenity might read those options as well.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely just kind of depends on what adaptations we see going into the second game here. But Serenity definitely did an amazing job. Oh, just chasing him to the top. That was terrifying.
Yeah, Serenity's kind of realizing that spear recovery is catching Tiger off guard, and that spear was actually doing very good against him, but now you have Serenity going over to that lance. He wants the range a lot more against Tiger. I think that's what's been countering Tiger a lot, is the range of lance and the range of spear rather than anything else. And I think Serenity's like, you know what, the lance had the option, it's not working anymore, I'm going to go back to spear. Tiger's throwing me around a little bit, let me see what I can do with that spear while I'm here. But Tiger's coming in with that bow neutraler, does not knock off that ceiling, doesn't do it again because of how high ceiling the Demon Island is, and the third time's the charm. I mean, that's the way to go and do it. He had that center control. Serenity was kind of just flailing around in the air, trying to find some type of option to come back to that platform, getting a weapon. But Tiger's definitely changed his style a little bit more.
Yeah, I think that's definitely something we needed to see too. Just kind of let us know that Tiger's still very much in this. But even while taking that first stock, we see Serenity get back down to the stage and immediately answer back. Now opts to go with the spear. Gonna see what type of damage they can try to get going here, try to find a way to even this up. And the way that they've been chasing Tiger up top is really scary for me, because I feel like it's just a matter of time until Serenity finds those hits that they're actually looking for and is able to steal a very quick stock from Tiger.
Yeah, and we're seeing a lot of movement going back and forth from Serenity. Look, like you're seeing like Serenity, like he's dash dancing a little bit too. He's trying to bait Tiger into these different movement options. That offense neutral signature leads into a dare on the Tiger, and Tiger gets knocked off of that, and Serenity's gonna go ahead and taunt. So you know what? I'm in your head, trying to get into his head more in the mental game, and Tiger's running into weapon throws that was thrown in the air 5 seconds earlier. Serenity might have a mental lead against Tiger.
I would say that Serenity absolutely has a mental lead against Tiger right now. But however, leads can be erased, and we see that Tiger's able to respond back quickly and in kind. Now it's just a matter of just keeping it going here for this last stock scenario. And I mean, Serenity just continues to chase Tiger so up high, just making him use all these resources.
Yeah, and that's a good option for Serenity. If they can confirm more of an opportunity for themselves, that's huge. But he threw that spear away a little bit, and Tiger's punishing them very hard, launching them into the orange, maybe with a knockout option here or there. But Serenity's getting risky. They're throwing these signatures out that have so many recovery frames that can get punished so quickly, and Tiger is just, you know what, playing the floating game.
Yep. And right now, not looking too bad here. Okay, does get back down to the stage, but another punish coming out for Tiger. Yeah, they are certainly trying to snipe out this last stock. That's not going to be enough to take it. But if the weapon toss into picking up the sword to close it out, and then a taunt back just to, you know, really send a message.
Yeah, which that's a good way of doing it, right? You know, you have Serenity taunt on that second stock knockout, and then you see Tiger come in with that fantastic two-piece in the signature knockout option on the Serenity on that stock, and then it just really kept Serenity in the air, picked up sword, got that side option. That's a good way to go and counter though. Taunt back with the BCX drums. You know, drum it away as you go into the next game, I guess.
All right, well, here we go. Getting into game 3. So far, we've got a lot of aggressive competition happening all day today, and this match has been no exception. These two are just battling it out, and again, trying to get into each other's heads here. So I feel like neither of them, or like they're both like effectively playing the mental game, and like they're slowly just tilting each other more and more, which means we could see even more aggressive gameplay, or we could see a bunch of sloppiness come out here because they're both trying to make these big statements like we see right there.
Oh, and Serenity just comes in with the spear, gets these 2 hits, and leads straight into a dash neutral signature. And Serenity had this neutral control over Tiger. Tiger's been having a rough time to counter Serenity once they have that control. But once he's able to take the control back a little bit, he's been able to do the damage. You know, and we've been seeing them go back and forth a lot, especially these past like 20 seconds or so. But Serenity, when they have that neutral control, when they have that read on Tiger, it's almost like a 0 to death. But Tiger had that read on the Serenity off that ledge, and Cider comes in clutch. But now you're seeing Tiger rely a lot more on a sword than that bow. They're swapping the weapon choices now.
I mean, I don't blame them. I mean, the sword, it's always a tried and true, right? If you know how to play the sword, you're gonna find your combos, you're gonna find your knockouts. It's just, you know, just playing smart. And while we did see that toss into the bow now, now we got Serenity on the offensive end, and of course, as soon as I say something, it swaps right back into Tiger's favor.
I think Serenity, if you're Tiger, you know, the bow has so much more range than that sword. You know, it can reach these downlight options on the Serenity's land. You're kind of seeing them do these weapon exchanges a lot. Tiger prefers to go against bow against Serenity's lance. Now you got Serenity with that spear, and this is his opportunity because that is what he's been getting on the Tiger. And Serenity gets an opportunity from Tiger by landing that neutral air. Tiger got too aggressive, allowed for Serenity to come back to that platform with that extra jump that they got from the neutral air.
Oh, there we go, taking out that second stock. Yeah, I mean, right now this seems to be Serenity's game. However, you're in that red. Tiger could certainly find a way to close this out relatively soon. That's a good start here. Can they find a way to close it? No, they don't. We do see Serenity get back to the stage and gets a spear back in hand, racking up some damage.
Yeah, and Tiger just gave Serenity an extra 10 or 15 seconds by not punishing that option not too long ago. And now we're seeing Tiger go into the yellowish orange. And it may have just been all the way down to that point of not punishing Serenity off that ledge. Does go and do it now, though, but now with a half stock disadvantage. And that's going to be huge for Serenity. You're going to see Serenity be a lot more aggressive with that spear against Tiger's bow. Tiger's probably going to want to go over to... Oh! Serenity off the ledge with the neutral signature, reads Tiger's jump and knocks him out to go and take that game there.
That was like twice now. That was like game 1 and game 2, right? Closing it out like that.
Yeah,
left side of Demon Island. Yeah. Ugh.
Gosh, and even like Serenity's been going crazy with these signature sets with Orion. Just has so much power and force. We saw the first stock, and now we see the final stock off the ledge at the neutral signature, and that's huge. And even looking at the damage dealt versus taken, I mean, Serenity did 541 damage, while Tiger did only 395. You know, that's a big deal, and those signatures are doing a lot of damage in favor of Serenity.
Yeah. As we get into our game 4 now, I mean, Serenity's going to be looking to try and keep this run going because they've had quite the run so far today. And Tiger's is kind of the latest obstacle, and so far they're looking. Oh yeah, they see mid game. Oh yeah, they are ready. They are trying to close this one out as fast as possible.
Dude, I think it's gonna let Serenity just kind of get into the mental of Tiger. I mean, Tiger's down an entire stock. Serenity's feeling themselves a lot more. That spear has been doing well, but when you pick it up, they pick up the lance. Tiger's just trying to be aggressive against that lance to try to get some, you know, options to go pick up weapons. But Serenity's weapon starving, landing these weapon throws. I mean, Tiger just has no ground to really come back here, and Serenity knows that. Look at them, they're just weapon starving them.
it's like perfect weapon starving too. It's like right on top of the spawn as it happens. it's just honestly, it's just really well played by Serenity's part so far. And yeah, you can tell by the way that they're playing right now too. They are feeling it.
Dude, the double weapon throws, he's just going in for, like, you know what? I know I'm getting my weapon back. You know, I know I'm going to be able to get this landing. And Tiger's just having a rough time getting that neutral control from Serenity. Serenity knows that, you know, and I think if you're Tiger, you know, you're going to try to go in for these sire options, down like sire lands, you know, going back to the weapon throw lands though, and Serenity knows that stock's gone. And it's 2 stocks all, but Serenity can't give up their, like, can't be too confident just yet because Tiger is still here on their second stock.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the way that they're playing right now, I feel like they can be that confident because they are certainly. Oh my goodness. The call out on that ground pound like that. Oh my.
Well, and Serenity's reading Tiger loves to punish that ledge, but he jumps into the ground pound. He doesn't go straight into the ground pound. So Serenity's able to get these options on the Tiger. I keep on seeing it. We've been seeing it the past couple games. But these signatures are just launching Tiger into the red. He's taunting. The third one knocks out, and Serenity goes in and beats Tiger with just Orion signatures and final stock. What? Dude, that was just confidence at its best, Skiff.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.